Well, good morning and God bless you. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I hope you were able to spend time with family and friends and able to get some things done. And one of the things I hope you were able to do is to get some quality rest. Rest for your mind, rest for your body, so you can be thriving in this upcoming week. Well, I also pray that you were able to visit service online or in person. And I pray that something was said that would encourage you to move forward. I want to talk very quickly about the dangers of complacency. I was in this conversation with someone and I started talking about this because I think so many people have reached a place in their life where they have become complacent. And one word I want to define as complacent is stop. That means you have come to a complete halt. You feel as if, man, that's it. You reached it. I don't need to do anything else. But I want to say to you, people of God, that is a bad and sad commentary. If you ever get to a place where you feel as if I reached it, I got it, it's enough for me. It's not that you shouldn't enjoy what you have accomplished. But I say to you, don't ever become complacent. And a lot of times we think ourselves into complacency. And a lot of times we see things and compare ourselves and we feel as if, well, now that's it for me. I've reached it. And as I was thinking about this, a scripture came to mind in Luke 12. And I want to read verse 18. It says, well, it's a parable. Let's look at verse 16. And he said to this parable, the ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. Verse 17, he thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. Verse 18 said, then he said, this is what I'll do. I tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and then I will store my surplus grain. And here's verse 19, and I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, and be merry. Here's the problem. He had a farm. He had crops. It yielded so much so he had nowhere to store it. But in his mind, I believe he had a figure he had come up with. Once I get to this figure, I do this. Well, we see that in the text. He said, now I've reached this plateau. Let me build more barns, and I can just take life easy, sit back, and relax. How many of you right now have come up with this number in your mind, or come up with this thought? Once you get there, you're going to take life easy, sit back, kick back, lay up your feet, and that's it. Well, I come to share with you, people of God, that is not it. God always requires more of us. Because a lot of times, what this man could have done was thought about being a blessing to others. And a lot of times we don't think like that because we're so focused on what we have accomplished or what we're trying to accomplish, and that's it. But let me tell you something, people. Whenever you reach the place where you've come to a point where you become complacent, that is a dangerous place. That place will allow you to become angry and frustrated, and then you'll start blaming everyone else why you don't see any other great things happening in your life. Jesus got on this man, and Jesus said in that next verse, he said to him, but God said to him, you fool. He said, this very night, your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? Jesus did not say tomorrow. He did not say next year. He did not say next week. He said this night, your life will be taken. Everything you worked hard for, that number you reached, that number you got to, that place where you got to, you won't be able to enjoy it. Someone else will. I think it is my belief that Jesus never wants us to become complacent. God never wants that in a life of a believer, in a life of a Christian. He never wants us to become complacent. And if you have become complacent, I want to share with you, you are in a dangerous place, because that is not a place where Jesus is, hoorah, I'm glad you made it. No, that is not the place. Jesus condemned him, said, thou fool, all of this prosperity, all all of your money, all of your knowledge, all of your degrees, everything you work for to get to this place, to sit back, take a relax, take a chill pill. He said, but this night, listen, I'm here to tell you, people of God, don't become complacent. You need to think about how you can do more. How much more can you grow? How can you grow? In areas of your life can you grow? And the only way that takes place, you have to do a self-check. Take inventory on yourself. Look in your heart. Talk with God. Because you don't ever want to become complacent. You hear me? Don't become complacent. There are dangers in that. Listen, I'm praying with you. I'm praying for you. This is part one. Part two get a whole lot better. Whatever you do, don't become complacent, but keep communicating with God on how you can grow more and more. All right? God bless you. I love you. Be encouraged.